You're saying that I'm divisive, but you're the one, who chose to run for mayor. So it means you're critical of my record. That's okay. I'm running for office, but your record's up for review too then. And when I say lost the Senate, I'm not just saying Rob to Tom. I mean, you were a leader. You're not a backbencher. You've been in there for 18 years. In fact, you were the chair of the Senate Democratic Campaign Committee, and it was your job to win the races to keep the Senate. Speaker Chop has done that. So you're running as a leader, and I think we're allowed to look at the outcomes you've achieved as a leader. And as the chair of the Senate Democratic Campaign Committee, that actually was executive leadership. That wasn't being a legislator. That was executive leadership. And in that executive leadership job, you failed to get the outcome that Speaker Chop did, which was maintain the Democratic majority. So, I appreciate that your heart is strong and you want to fight for these things, and I appreciate that, I really do. But I think we're entitled to look at whether or not you've been able to achieve the outcomes. Because you're running for mayor now, saying that our schools are bad. And we're under a constitutional order to fund education in the state. You're running on that our public safety is bad. And we're 50th in the nation on mental health beds. And you haven't closed tax loopholes for that. So that's a pretty neat trick to run for mayor, saying our schools are bad and our public safety is bad. When you played a role in helping us get here, that's a neat trick, Senator Murray. Woo! What do you want to do next?
That's your show. We'll wrap it up when you're ready.
Yeah.
So you tell me what to do. That's what I was going to hear. Okay, just one second. We'll give Senator Murray a chance to raise his mind.
Friends, I have been returned again and again by the most liberal Democratic district in the state because I've been able to deliver on liberal Democratic issues. And to sit here and have the mayor try and change that record and twist that record is just very, very disappointing. I was one of 3 chairs of a campaign committee. The Senate generally has switched back and forth every 2 years between Democrats and Republicans on the average. Sometimes we win, sometimes we lose. When I was in the House, I was in the majority, then I was in a tie. When I was in the minority, I was in a tie, and then a majority. That's the nature of the legislature. And I don't think that you have fairly described the 18 years of my history in the Washington State Legislature. I don't think organizations would acknowledge my leadership when the Urban League awarded me an award for civil rights, when the Anti-Defamation League awarded me an award for civil rights, when this year the Seattle-King County Coalition on Homelessness named me one of their the legislator of the year because of my work on homelessness. I've delivered, and my record stands by itself, and I'll challenge you any day on my record.
Senator Murray, again, awards are great, but outcomes are what you measure leadership by. And again, this race, and I've heard the mantra from you again and again, that this mayor is divisive and contentious. I say I'm values driven. And what I'd ask you to look at is what outcomes have I achieved? We got a 9-0 vote from the city council to double the families in education levy, and it passed. Right? We got a vote from the council, 9-0 vote for a transit master plan, when we're expanding transit in this city. And we're going to keep working on that. We balance the budget every year, ended in the black, rebuild the rainy day fund. That doesn't happen all by myself. That happens because you work with people. We have innovative new programs like LEAD. We're standing up to fight coal trains, divest from fossil fuels. We have paid sick leave, and we're going to work on improving the minimum wage. We've stood up for low-wage workers who want to organize. Our jobs are up, right? Our jobs are up, and we've set new records for minority contracting. Now, you can characterize my personality, and which you have chosen to do in running, but look at the outcomes we've achieved, and look at the outcomes we will achieve if we maintain stability in the mayor's office. I believe in stability in the mayor's office. Because we've laid a foundation, and we've got further to go. Thank you.
Are you ready to close up? We're going to take some more questions.
I think we're ready for closing statement.